This is Studio 65's Visualization Studio's first video. Video 1 is about our photorealistic renderings and variations to those. John and Logan will be discussing these different variations of techniques and approaches that are very viable to our clients and developers' marketing strategies. In addition, we'll show you some ideas about all the different media that you can consider when you're preparing your marketing materials.
When it comes to visualizing design intent, it's important that you're working with a team that speaks the same language. With registered interior designers, videographers, and cinematographers on hand, we have the team together that will help interpret and understand that design language and translate it into compelling visuals. At the heart of any good image is a story. Our goal is always to move beyond the photorealistic representation of a space and make a more emotional connection with the viewer. This can be done with color or with the staging of different props and accessories throughout a scene to tell a story, or with lighting and shading. All of these things can work together to make a more emotional connection to a rendering and a visualization. The careful application of lighting is another important component to developing a successful illustration. Color temperature, shade, shadow, all work together to pull a viewer into a scene. The absence of light can be used in the foreground and to silhouette elements and pull the viewer and make them feel more involved within an environment. Color temperature can also be used to enhance a space. Warmer temperatures tend to make rooms feel more calm and inviting, whereas cooler temperatures can also be used to make a space feel opulent and elegant.
A pan and scan is essentially a curated two-dimensional tour of a 3D illustration. So we start from a higher resolution still rendering, and then we animate the camera movements in motion graphics software. Higher resolution allows us to zoom in to capture the details of a space without losing quality. A cinematograph is an intriguing hybrid of 3D illustration and animation that shows subtle motion. So imagine you set up your camera to take a picture, but instead of taking a picture, you hit record and capture video without moving the camera. We start from a photorealistic rendering, and then we analyze it to determine how select items would move in reality. For example, animating fire in a fireplace or dimming the lights in a theater room, we can work with you to animate these elements to tell your story. The final format of each medium should be customized around how it will be published and used. Pan and scans, for example, are a great tool to be used on TV screens in, say, a purchasing center. Another common use for our renderings are in slideshows or walkthroughs as part of a stakeholder or user group presentation. They can also be used as marketing material, such as posters, brochures, or websites. All of our media can also be combined into a video preview that shows design intent. That can be used in support of a mortgage or investment package. So you're probably wondering, how do I get started? First, we'll have some questions for you. Questions like, who is the space for? And what media would you like to use to present your visuals? We'll share a more in-depth breakdown later in the series, so stay tuned. And make sure to catch the next video in the series where we talk about films.